So, do you want to talk about the healthy weight loss stack today?
Sure. Welcome, everyone. I'm Mike from Bucked Up, and this is the master, Logan.
Logan, master?
Yeah, you know all the engineering and science behind all the ingredients. I just do what you tell me and take them and watch them work. So, this is our weight loss stack. This is actually a really cool blend. We're going to get into details about which each of these products are going to do for you and how it's going to help you burn fat and get that summer shred.
Yeah, we'll also go over when to take them, like the ideal situation, as well as kind of what you can expect. So I think, should we just start with, like, we'll kind of run down as almost as if it were a day in the life sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of explain them as we go along.
Yeah, I think we should go through, say we wake up and go through it like you said, because a lot of people are going to wonder, when do I take this? Which one do I take first? So you wake up in the morning, you've got this stack, Logan. What are you going to go to?
So I'm going to go to my Stag first.
Multivitamin. Nice.
Yeah, it's the multivitamin. We have it for women as well. And that's the Doe. You see right here. So I'm going to take that just because we have a full spectrum multivitamin. It's going to have everything you need with like vitamin D, because, if you're deficient in anything, it's way harder to build muscle. It's definitely harder to burn fat. So you really need to have the multivitamin, Stag or Doe, if you're a woman, should be the first thing in your arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean,
take that every
you
day.
up.
I do take that every day myself, because last year I got checked and my vitamin D was really low.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting enough sunlight, and I'd be driving and I'd just feel tired, and I was like, what's going on? So taking that helped a lot, bring my vitamin D up, and I feel a lot more energized. So it's been good for me for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to have a whole blend of like things for just daily function. That's going to have anything like things for energy support, not like caffeine, but a whole host of B vitamins to basically help your body produce its own energy, which is obviously essential, especially when you're on a caloric deficit, nutrient deficit. You're not going to be getting as many nutrients.
Yeah. In vitamins. And that's what I noticed. A lot of people go with, say they're on a strict keto or strict low carb diet where they're not bringing in the normal nutrients. You're going to see that you're deficient in a lot of these micronutrients that your body needs for essential energy. So definitely start your morning off with the multivitamin. This one's awesome. Okay, so they start that off with the morning. What would be your next go-to?
So it kind of depends. Let's say I personally lift in the evening, right? And I don't typically do cardio. But if I was someone that, say, either lifted in the morning fasted or did cardio fasted, then trained like with weights later on in the day, I would then throw in, like if it was, say I'm doing cardio, then I would probably just do the racked.
Yeah.
Because one, it's the carnitine and acetylcarnitine are going to help your body convert the fat stores into energy. So you're going to be burning fat for fuel. Obviously, you want that, right?
No, I like the rack, especially when I do morning cardio. Sip on that. Why I'm doing it helps me get me going. I've noticed I sweat a bit more.
Quite a bit more.
Why is that going to make some people sweat? Like, what's in it? The thermogenic or?
Yeah, it's the thermogenic. It's going to be the, I can never pronounce this right, gamma butyrobutane ethyl ester, or GBB. So that's a potent thermogenic.
Yeah,
and
I notice it a lot.
Yeah,
so
I notice it too. So
try taking it with your cardio fasted. You'll notice your body's pumping. I mean, you're just sweating. You're burning a lot more calories. I mean, I feel it works amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and it's still going to have the same benefits from a regular branched chain amino acid of delaying muscle fatigue, accelerating muscle recovery, and increasing protein synthesis. So yeah, if I was doing cardio or training if I was doing cardio in the morning, I would take this. If I wasn't doing cardio in the morning, then I would start my day off with some heat.
Okay.
Just that And depending on how sensitive you are to thermogenics, which is just thermogenesis is just increasing the body's temperature. Depending on how sensitive you are with it, it's going to sort of dictate whether you want to take the full serving right there, or if you want to do like I like doing. Each serving is 2 capsules, so I typically do 1 capsule in the morning, and then 1 capsule around noon.
Split it up.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Especially, it's also important to test your tolerance. Start low, even with the wrapped. Do a half scoop, see how much it gets you sweating. If you feel you need a full scoop, that's great. Same thing with what is that one that you just said? The heat. For me, if I take 2 at once, it's way too much. So
it's a lot of sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So test out your tolerance, definitely.
For sure. Yeah, and so one of the other things that the heat's going to do, it's not just thermogenesis. That's, that we're not about the one-trick pony lifestyle. It's also going to help with healthy metabolic function, which is obviously good because you need to be able to metabolize the food you eat to be burned for energy. Yeah. You're also going to have things in there for like energy production. Like you're going to have your regular, stimulants, but it's not going to be over the top just because fat burning isn't all about just taking a shit ton of stimulants and then, I'm lean. That's not how it works.
So
and
it says
also focus and motivation too.
It says 100 milligrams of caffeine. What other stimulants are in there that people might know? What's the total amount of caffeine in the product?
So the EGCG is going to be a stimulant. It's going to be a more mild one, right? But that also helps with thermogenesis and fats, burning fat. The other one, not to look out for, right? But you're going to have it is the Synephrine. It's the same thing we have in our Woke AF. Oh, yeah. It's a powerful, powerful stimulant. It helps a lot with mood and motivation as well, which is ideal because we've all felt like lethargic as hell when cutting. Yeah. And heat definitely helps with that. It's super epic that way.
Awesome.
And so let's say I already. Oh, and if you were to do the cardio in the morning, say you had the racked, then I would maybe take 1 pill beforehand and then the other after my cardio, or I would wait and then take the heat after my cardio.
Maybe with your first meal or something? Yeah. Okay.
And then...
I like to take them with my meals because I notice they're a lot stronger if I have an empty stomach. So yeah. I like to tone them down a little bit and eat them with food, so...
Yeah, so word to the wise, if you want it a lot stronger, then just don't eat. But you should probably eat. So then let's say we go throughout the day. We've had our Stag, build our foundation off of. We did our morning cardio. We took our rack. We've already been burning, right?
Yeah.
We had our heat directly after cardio or mixed it up. And now we'll say, most people can't really train at 3 p.m., but let's say you're training at 3 p.m., right? And what you're going to do, or what I would do, is I would take the Bucked Up Pre-Workout. By now, you all know what Bucked Up does. It's blood flow for pump. It's going to be the caffeine you need for that extra energy, alpha size for mental sharpness. You're going to have the clinically studied dosage of 6 grams for citrulline. Then the estrogen is going to increase that absorption, and actogen. It's intense.
Yeah, and the beta alanine is going to help with the delayed onset of lactic acid. So with the product, you're going to be able to have more efficient workouts. You're going to be able to burn more calories.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing I noticed the difference when taking a pre-workout and not is I go to the gym, I'm kind of not really into it. I'm going through the motions, but once you add a pre-workout, I notice that my focus, just because the energy, I'm stronger. Sure. I crank out a lot more calories because I feel I have a lot more effective workouts. So.
Oh yeah, I definitely am leaner when I'm taking pre-workout versus when I'm not.
Yeah.
And if I wanted, I might do a half a scoop or a full scoop even of racked. So just to get even more of a
So would you do that during?
During.
So maybe you're sipping on that. Some people like to get the pre-workout in their system before they work out. Mm-hmm. You don't really want to sip on that during.
Yeah.
Right? So then you'd probably take the rack during. So
yeah.
That's a good idea.
And I usually try to position it earlier in my workout just because of the delayed muscle fatigue. Mm-hmm. Then it helps push me through that last 20, 30 minutes of my lift. And then, of course, post-workout, you got to go with the deer antler spray.
Yeah.
Because I usually do about 10 sprays post-workout and then 10 sprays before I go to bed, somewhere around there. But that's going to help me with better recovery. I'm going to feel more like well-rested in the morning. And just it'll keep me pushing harder, so like when I'm actually getting back into the gym, I don't always feel so run down from that diet.
Yeah, definitely. It's got the IGF-1 in it, and the way that you take it, a lot of you know already, but if you don't know, you want to let it absorb under your tongue. So it also has some ingredients like what is L-arginine to open up your blood vessels so that you can absorb it into your bloodstream. And that's going to be post with the IGF-1, and like you said, before you go to bed. So while you sleep, your body's recovering, repairing, and ready to hit it again, hit the stack for the next day.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, and you can just get that on our website.
So is this a package deal on BuffedUp.com?
Yeah, it's a package deal. It's actually a really good deal.
So what would they search if they wanted to find this weight loss stack? Is it just called the weight loss stack?
The healthy weight loss stack. You can also, in some of our tabs, you can search it through stacks. We have a category for stacks. We're actually going to be doing a couple more videos on some of our favorite stacks for each of us. But the healthy weight loss stack is a really stellar place to start, especially given, as of this recording, summer's on the way.
Yeah, summer's on the way.
And not all of us are as shredded as Mike is.
No. I'm going to be taking this and getting shredded, more shredded. You can never be too shredded, right?
No, there's no such thing. All right, peace out. Thanks for watching. I was considering telling them about your story with the heat hardcore.
Dude, this stuff makes me sweat like crazy. Maybe I should take this full stack in a day and see what happens.